Imagine this. You're at a cafe, you order the salad instead of the burger, you suck in your gut and you laugh more quietly. Don't be too much. Don't take up space. Here's the truth. You've been treating your existence like an apology. Trauma taught you to shrink, but you're not a guest in your own life. You are the goddamn host. That voice whispering, stay small, is not intuition, it's fear, and it's time to burn it down. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you let yourself take up space? Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, energetically. When was the last time you allowed yourself to be fully seen, fully heard, fully felt? For so many of us, taking up space somehow feels like a crime. We've been conditioned to fold ourselves into smaller versions, to apologize for our needs, to whisper our truths like there's something to be ashamed of. But here's the thing. Your fire isn't a problem to solve. Your depth isn't a flaw to fix. Your too much isn't a burden to carry. It's a fucking superpower. The world will call you too much when you stop making yourself small. They'll label you dramatic, needy, or extra. But their discomfort isn't your flaw. It's their limitation. And if they can't handle your fire, well, they can go find less. Hey there, love rebel. Christy Holt here, your happiness hussy and recovered good girl. Welcome to Unstuck, 30 days to rewrite your love story. Repeat after me. I am the plot twist. Now let's freaking go. This episode is about reclaiming your right to take up space. It's about stepping into the fullness of who you are and refusing to shrink for anyone. So let's talk about the rebellion of being too much and why it's the most liberating thing you'll ever do. The world will call you too much when you stop making yourself small. The kind of too much that makes other people squirm in their seats. You know, that kind of too much that gets you labeled dramatic, needy, or extra. But these are actually your superpower wearing a disguise. I used to fold myself into a thimble. I apologized for my needs, I whispered my boundaries, and I treated my fire like it was something to hide away. Until one day I snapped and I realized that my too much was actually just there, not enough. Their discomfort wasn't anything to do with me having a flaw. It was actually just their own limitations, their own insecurities. And I decided that if I'm too much, well, they really ought to go find less. But here's the truth that they're afraid of. The world needs your too much. Your big, audacious love, your messy, authentic truths, your rage against the shrink wrap of acceptable and good girl. Now, this isn't about arrogance. It's actually just about self-acceptance. It's about you realizing that your needs aren't negotiable. Your voice isn't up for debate. And your being human, it's not a crime. It just is. And your being human is not a crime. And your being a human who takes up space is not a crime. So how do you rebel and lean into this self-acceptance? Ask yourself, what parts have I labeled too much? And who profits from that lie? Maybe it's your hunger for depth in a shallow world. Maybe it's your refusal to settle for lukewarm love and relationships. Perhaps it's your grief that demands you take up space, or your joy that's just simply too loud for other people. Newsflash, the same parts that you've been taught to hide are the very same parts that will actually set you free. Next, I'd like to invite you into your body. So let's pause for a moment. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release your gut, release your shoulders, release your jaw. Now let's do a quick body scan, starting at the top of your head, noticing any tension or tightness or any other physical sensations. Scanning down, moving towards your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks. Feel your neck, your shoulders, your chest. Notice your stomach, your hips, your legs, your ankles. And finally, feel your feet, your toes grounded on the floor. And as you scan your way back up your body once again, just give yourself permission to take up space. Truly allow yourself to feel the weight of your body and the power of your presence. This is your body. This is your space. And you no longer need to shrink to fit. Now, before we wrap up, let's go ahead and add to your toolkit. With the Fuck It list, today's edition is going to be toning myself down for others. So write it down, scream it out, burn it, whatever floats your boat. The Rebellious AF in Love playlist has Brave by Sarah Bareilles and the rest of the tracks that are going to really make you step into that main character energy, taking up space in your own life. If this episode lit something up inside of you, if you're ready to stop shrinking and start taking up space, then Authenticity Unleashed is your next step. This isn't just a program, it's a rebellion against the voices that tell you to stay small, to play it safe, and to hide your fire. In Authenticity Unleashed, we deep dive into owning your too much, your intensity, your depth, and your hunger. We explore rewriting the narratives that keep you stuck in cycles of self-doubt and people-pleasing. And we work on building unshakable self-trust so that you can show up fully, unapologetically, and authentically you in every area of your life. This is for the woman who's done apologizing for her needs, her voice, and her fire. It's for the woman who's ready to stop hiding and start living fully, boldly, and on her own damn terms. In the next episode, we're going to be diving into why your type is a trauma bond in disguise and how to break that cycle. We'll be exploring how your attraction patterns might be rooted in old wounds and how to rewrite that script, as well as spotting the difference between chemistry and compatibility. This episode is for anyone who's ever wondered, why do I keep attracting the same kind of person? Or why does love always feel so hard? Get ready to break free from the patterns that no longer serve you and step into relationships that actually reflect your worth. I love you. Now let's go do some epic shit, shall we? If this hit like a 2 a.m. epiphany, do me a solid. Subscribe, leave a hell yes below, share this with someone who's done settling, and grab your plot twist toolkit at loveunstuck.com. Your love story is already rewriting itself. Now go choose yourself like your happiness depends on it, because it does.